This is what work at a Hippodung stable looks like: easy, happy and relaxed. And for good reason. Hippodung is a completely new kind of litter for horses that saves time and energy in the daily clearing of stables. 25 stalls can be taken care of in just 1.5 hours. The stable staff are thrilled.
It's great. It saves us a lot of work. We have more time for the horses and don't have to clear out as much, as many carts full. It's great.
Staff at stables that use conventional straw-based systems can only dream of this. It takes them 4 to 6 hours with heavy equipment to clear the stalls of the wet straw manure, a strain for the whole body. In addition to the inhalation of huge quantities of fine dust particles, which are associated with germs such as actinobacteria, workers are also exposed to caustic manure gases like ammonia, which is produced by bacteria from the mixture of horse manure and urine. The huge pile of straw manure produced daily in the stable stinks and continues to decay outside on the manure plate. There is hardly any chance for a true composting process to take place. Manure from Hippodung stables is the complete opposite. No decay, no stench. A manure proportion of just 10% compared to straw-based dung heaps means that high-quality topsoil is produced within 2 to 3 months.
To an extent, I can say that Hippodung helps you make chocolate out of crap. Not to eat, but for the soils. What we make from the manure isn't a highly alkaline product of decay. It is fully composted biological fertilizer. That makes it actual chocolate for the earth.
Hippodung is entirely natural, without any artificial chemicals. The starting product is wood pellets that are free of binding materials and contain a lime-based catalyzer, which suppresses fecal bacteria. Flies and actinobacteria, which are responsible for many lung diseases, are deprived of their breeding grounds. Bacteria that produce manure gases don't have a chance either. In contrast, beneficial bacteria that compost the manure to form topsoil are favored. Application is simple. You take a wheelbarrow filled with Hippodung and add enough hot water to dissolve around 2/3 of the pellets. They now swell to 3 to 4 times their original volume. Stir briefly, the catalyzer is now activated. After 2 to 3 days, the necessary biology has developed at the stable to compost the horse manure and block ammonia formation. You need 100 to 150 kilograms of Hippodung, depending on the size of the stall. This basic layer can usually stay in the stall for 10 months, sometimes for a whole year. An enormous reduction in workload.
Since we started using Hippodung, we need much less time to clean out the stalls, although we do it 3 times a day. Our dung heap is much smaller. The quantity of manure has been reduced substantially. The stable climate is much better, thanks to the reduced dust formation, and we have more time for other things.
Indeed, clearing out the manure in a Hippodung stable can't really be called heavy work. The horse droppings are merely collected with a small plastic pitchfork. The litter remains in the stall.
In this stall here we have a giant Hanoverian, and I estimate that around 400 liters of horse urine has been deposited on the litter, which has been in the stall for around 10 months. When I stir around here a bit, the litter gets a bit more moist towards the bottom, and you can't really smell anything, which means this urine has transformed into water.
Topping up only takes around 30 kilograms per month and stall. In no time at all, the base layer has turned into a firm mat with a loose layer on top of it. The horses stand on a tendon-friendly surface that is dry and free of ammonia.
First of all, we can clearly say that Hippodung is responsible for the top hoof health of our horses. I'm very sure about that. And that none of the horses here suffer from asthma. And that we even have a horse that had asthma when it arrived and has since recovered. This is surely a consequence of the litter and of the low dust levels that we have here in the stable.
And the small amounts of dust that actually are created in a Hippodung stable fall to the ground again in just a few seconds. In contrast, fine dust from straw would remain airborne all day. There are a lot of good reasons to decide to use Hippodung. Health of stable staff and the horses improves significantly. Clearing out the stables takes much less time and is much less strenuous. Maximum reduction of fine dust formation. Blocks formation of harmful manure gases. The volume of manure produced is reduced to 10% of the normal quantity. The dung heap composts to high-quality topsoil in record time. No flies on the manure pile or in the stable building. No more problems disposing of horse manure. Hippodung can do all this for you, your staff and your horses. Hippodung, equine health from the ground up.